And with me today from the United Board is Kash Akrakar. They had their meeting on Tuesday, and he's here to talk somewhat about that. You know, a little recap. I'm sure you'll talk about disaster preparedness. And
well, a little bit.
Involved with that.
Right.
I'm involved with.
Great
to have you here
I like
today.
to put my finger in the spot many places.
Yes, you do.
On United, we had an interesting meeting at General, and I think everybody should know that this is the voting time. New elections are coming up.
Yes.
So please, please make sure you vote. Either vote or just mail your ballot in, so we have at least the quorum.
Very important. Yeah.
We have 8 or 9 candidates and 3 openings.
Okay.
So make your selection, but please make sure that the one you want to vote for is the one you want you to represent you.
Yes.
Okay? And we need a board to make sure our community, our spirit of togetherness,
Right.
family spirit stays. We don't want people who will talk about, accusing other people and bringing things that really don't mean, and bringing examples that are not the norm but exceptions, and then say, hey, this is what happened. It happens,
Mm-hmm.
But you got to make sure that you understand what the implications of you putting somebody on the board that cannot function.
Yes.
If that happens.
All right. Very good.
Something else I would like to say, you all probably already know about the Friday green waste pickup by your dumpsters. The green waste will be picked up. The Pool 4 is closed for renovation till the end of this year, because we are going to do the lining again and all that. We also, United adopted guarantors resolution. What that is some people run out of money or whatever, or cannot become a resident here or member here. But they're old and they have family, they can be guarantors, their kids or children can be guarantors as long as the assets are in California.
Right.
Because we have had a couple of occasions when we had to go after people in New York and try to collect money, and we have no jurisdiction outside of California.
That's right.
So that's why we have restricted it right now to just the California. Maybe we'll open it up later, but that increases people who can qualify.
Right. Right.
Okay. We also adopted 2020 business plan, reserve plan resolution with a 4.1% increase. I know that's a little high number, but we have a community that's 50 plus years old.
Right.
And we need to keep the community together. That increase actually is only $23.46 per month per manor. It is a little steep, but part of that goes for even our reserve plans. Okay?
Yes, that's right.
But in assessments, but some candidates are already bad-mouthing us, saying we are going to raise it up by $47 per month per manor, and telling people on their campaign that's not a right number. I would have loved to bring it down even more than $23, but that's the best we can do right now. Unless we want to go in the red, and we have never been in red in the last 50 plus years. Okay. Also, United approved in our creek. Some people do go walk around the creek.
Yeah.
The creek over the last 50 years has moved a little bit, and there is a confusion as to who maintains what area. And then we have problem. The creek gets dirty, and we need to keep it trimmed up, plants and stuff. So we are splitting the cost of that survey with GRF. Okay, it's only like $2,800 for the United members, and it's worth it. We defeated a motion to prohibit any new plants, fruit trees planting. Our landscape department didn't want to put new fruit trees. Why? Because fruits become an attraction for rodents and rats.
Yes.
But that is only if you let the fruit stay on the ground. So what we instead proposed, and that'll come again through the landscape committee, is to have you have a fruit tree, you maintain it.
Yes, yeah, that's
If
true.
you don't, then it'll be either removed or you'll be fined. Reason being, that's one way we can prevent or keep rats infestation.
Right.
And once you get rats, it's difficult to get them out, believe me.
Right, yeah, and I've noticed the same thing. I live up in RSM.
Yeah.
And, really a lot of it too is we had so much rain this year
Yes.
that the wildlife population,
Yes.
Rats, mice, and things like that,
Yes.
has exploded, whether or
Yes.
not you have fruit trees or not.
Right. Yeah.
And
that's true.
I do have a few fruit trees, but, they come in our yard and we get the little mice and things like that, and the dogs have fun.
Exactly.
They're always out there hunting.
Exactly. And
But you know what? It's there for everyone right now
Right, and-
because of the explosion in the
Explosion.
wildlife population
especially
due to the good
some of
winter we had.
some of the people are renters.
Yes.
And they don't care. But hey, you're living here.
Yeah.
This is your home. Maintain it.
Right.
Even though you're not the owner, you're a renter.
Yeah.
Okay. I would also like to briefly touch on activities that are going to happen or that are happening.
Yes.
Like tomorrow, we have an earthquake expo.
Yes, we do.
If you want to feel how an 8.0 earthquake shake is, please go to Clubhouse 3 or the PAC in the morning at 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and you can get in that vehicle and shake yourself and
Yes.
see how it looks like.
Yeah. And that'll be
And-
happening over in front of the Performing Arts Center.
Right, right.
Yes.
Also, we have the disaster preparedness. By the way, our disaster preparedness team is one of the best in Southern California anyway. And most of the neighboring cities have adopted our plan. Thanks to our chief, Tim Moy, for making such a good plan. And we have some interesting talks and lectures and training per se. One coming up on the 16th for basic first aid training in Clubhouse 7. Go attend the class. You might learn something new and you might help your neighbor or maybe your own spouse with some of that. Then on October 2nd, we have Good Neighbor Captain training. It's not a big deal to be a good neighbor captain. Basically, you are kind of light up front to make sure your community, your neighborhood is safe. And get to know your neighbors and be a team captain and get that information in case of a disaster transmitted to the EOC, the Emergency Operations Center, and maybe we can recover from an emergency fast. Now, we do have an excellent plan, but we don't have enough good neighbor captains, which is the other half of the solution to bring quick closures to disasters. So please attend that training if you can. And there's adult CPR class on October 21st. And next month, don't forget, we have the Great California Shakeout, October 17 at 10:17 a.m., when all the good neighbor captains come in, meet, and perform a somewhat simulation of what can happen.
Okay. And that's in October on the 17th.
October
okay.
17th at 10:17 a.m. And it'll be an interesting exercise per se.
Yes.
In case you really do get serious disaster.
Yeah.
And basically, all of this is available again on our website. Information is there, and our Channel 6 does a great job putting it up.
Thank you.
So do watch it.
Well, I certainly appreciate you coming on.
Thank you, sir.
And, again, the earthquake drill, or earthquake shack, whatever you call it, expo. I was going to say, well, it is kind of a little shack that you go in. That's going to be tomorrow at the Performing Arts Center. And if you haven't ever done that before, I've done it a couple times before, not here, but
Really?
Up in San Francisco has their science center up there in Golden Gate Park, and they simulate the one of the 1906 earthquake. You go in this house and they shake it and all. So, yeah, so I've experienced it. Yeah.
Also, the person who is talking, giving talk, Mr. Mark Benthium, is the director of communication, education, outreach, Southern California Earthquake Center at the University of Southern California. So, as a big guy, very knowledgeable, and you will learn something about what to do in case of an earthquake.
Yeah, very good.
So let's all be a happy family and remember to vote. Not just the United, I'm talking even third elections are coming up.
Yeah.
So please vote.
All right.
Thank you.
Good to see you, Cash.
And have a great weekend, folks.
You take care.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. Yeah, very good. Yeah, up in San Francisco in the Science Center.